So in the previous class, I have given you some problems in relative velocity, which I told you to try to solve yourself first. There are 3 problems left for a discussion. You look at in the previous class, I have solved the problem number 3, which is shown on the screen, which I discussed already in the previous class. Next, I am going to discuss that problem 4. Once I read out the problem, a man moves at 10 km per hour on a bicycle towards east. The wind seems to blow with a velocity of 6 km per hour from the direction 60 degrees south of west. The magnitude of actual velocity of the wind in kilometer per hour is. So next I have given the 4 multiple choice options. So out of which one of them is correct. So I am going to discuss this problem now. Look at the solution of the problem. So in the problem number 4, you are given that the velocity of the man is 10 km per hour towards east. You are asked to find the magnitude of the actual velocity of the wind. It means you are not given the actual velocity of the wind. So the other velocity, 6 km per hour, represents the velocity of the wind with respect to the man. That means relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man is 6 km per hour from the direction 60 degrees south of west. Now relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man. I denote it by V bar subscript W comma M. It means relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man. That can be written as vector difference of actual velocity of the wind and velocity of the man. Here Vm bar represents the velocity of the man and Vw bar represents the actual velocity of the wind. So you can carry this term minus Vm bar to the other side of the equation. So the vector sum of velocity of the wind with respect to the man and velocity of the man will be equal to the actual velocity of the wind. So you can try to represent the 2 vectors. You can try to represent the 2 vectors V bar Wm and Vm bar graphically by the adjacent sides of parallelogram, such that tail of one vector is attached to the tail of other vector. So the velocity of the man is directed towards east. The diagram is in the horizontal plane So velocity of the wind with respect to the man is 6 km per hour from the direction 60 degrees south of west. Not along this direction. From this direction means it is like this. So relative velocity of the man with respect to the wind. The relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man is from the direction 60 degrees south of west. That means 60 degrees with the south-west direction. As I discussed earlier, to know the angle between two vectors by the graphical method, the two vectors must be drawn graphically from the same point such that tail of one vector is attached to the tail of the other vector. Graphically, you can draw a vector at different places in the diagram without changing the magnitude and direction. So these two vectors represent the same vector, that is V bar Wn, means relative velocity of wind with respect to the man. So the angle theta between these two vectors is 60 degrees. Next, we use the formula for magnitude of the vector sum. From this equation, the magnitude of actual velocity of the wind is equal to the magnitude of the vector sum of V bar Wm and Vm bar. So we are going to use the formula for magnitude of the vector sum of two vectors. As I discussed in the past, the magnitude of vector sum of two vectors P bar and Q bar is given by square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Here instead of P bar you have V bar subscript Wm. In place of Q bar you have velocity of the man. That means here P can take one of them equal to velocity of the man 10 km per hour, Q equal to 6 km per hour. The angle theta between the two vectors is 60 degrees. So you get this square of the magnitude of relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man plus square of the magnitude of velocity of the man plus 2PQ cos theta. So the angle theta is 60 degrees. You can substitute the given values now. The magnitude of the relative velocity of the wind with respect to the man is 6 km per hour. Magnitude of velocity of the man is 10 km per hour. Cos 60 degrees 1 by 2. You can simplify this yourself. So you get the answer. The magnitude of the actual velocity of the wind as 14 km per hour. So if you want to copy the solution of the problem, you can take a pause and copy the solution of the problem. Of course, in the problem I have given, I have just asked you to find the magnitude of the actual loss of the wind. So therefore, the solution of the problem is completed. But sometimes you can be even asked to find the direction of the actual velocity of the wind? In that case, should try to complete the parallelogram with the two vectors P bar and Q bar by the adjacent sides. P bar means here VM bar. Q bar means V bar subscript double L. And the diagonal represents the resultant of P bar and Q bar. Means the diagonal represents the actual velocity of the wind. And to find the direction of the actual velocity of the wind, you can use the formula of tan alpha equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. So I'm continuing the same problem here. You can see in case if alpha is the angle made by the actual velocity of the wind with the first vector P bar, means with the velocity of the man, then tan alpha equal to Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. Of course, in this given problem, you are not asked to find angle alpha, but in case you are asked to find angle alpha, you should be able to find. So Q can be written as magnitude of the velocity of the man with respect to, Q represents magnitude of velocity of the wind with respect to the man, which is given to be 6 km per hour. P represents the magnitude of velocity of the man, 10 km per hour. And Q equal to 6 km per hour, cos 60 degrees 1 by 2 and sin 60 degrees root 3 by 2. To simplify this, you can get the value of tan alpha. From that you can find alpha. Okay, see the next, look at the next problem, problem 5, which I am going to discuss. This problem also I have shown you on the screen in the previous class. I will read out the problem once. To a man moving along horizontal road at 2 km per hour, the raindrops appear to fall with a velocity of 2√3 km per hour at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. Find the magnitude and direction of the actual velocity of the raindrops. Look at the solution of the problem. Now, in the problem 5, you are given that velocity of the man is 2 km per hour in the horizontal direction. So this is the direction of the velocity of the man. And vector form are denoted by VM bar. The figure I am drawing is in the vertical plane. The plane of diagram is in the vertical plane. So the raindrops appear to fall at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. That means raindrops appear to fall in this direction. At an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. You are asked to find actual loss raindrops. That means you are given that relative velocity raindrops as 2√3 km per hour at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. That means you have to imagine that the man is moving in this direction towards right. The raindrops are coming from the front at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. To know the angle between two vectors by the graphical method, the two vectors must be drawn graphically from the same point such that tail of one vector is attached to the tail of other vector. So I show the relative velocity raindrops with respect to the man this way. This angle is 30 degrees. So relative velocity of the raindrops with respect to the man, I denote it by V bar subscript R comma M or V bar subscript RM. Means relative velocity raindrops with respect to the man, that you can write it as vector difference of actual velocity raindrops and velocity of the man. Here VR bar represents the actual velocity raindrops. V bar subscript M represents the velocity of the man. So you are given the magnitude and direction of the relative velocity rain with respect to the man. You are given the velocity of the man. You are asked to find actual velocity raindrops. That means this vector you have to find. You can carry this to the left hand side. So we can write vector sum of relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man and velocity of the man will be equal to VR bar. So here also we are going to apply parallelogram law of vector addition. So magnitude of VR bar is equal to magnitude of vector sum of V bar subscript RM plus V bar subscript M. So magnitude of the actual loss raindrops is equal to the magnitude of vector sum of relative velocity and velocity of the man. Again, we are using the same formula which we have used in the previous problem for magnitude of vector sum of two vectors. So in general, the magnitude of vector sum of two vectors P bar and Q bar is given by square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. The theta is the angle between the two vectors. So here the angle between the two vectors P bar and Q bar will be 180 degrees minus 30 degrees. The angle theta between the two given vectors is 180 degrees minus 30 degrees. So using the formula for magnitude of the vector sum of two vectors, root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. The angle theta between P bar and Q bar is 180 degrees minus 30 degrees. Here P means you have to take magnitude of relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man. Q means you have to take magnitude of the velocity of the man. This you can write 2 root 3 kilometer per hour. This is 2 kilometer per hour. Cos 180 degrees minus 30 degrees is equal to minus cos 30 degrees. So that will be minus root 3 by 2 Can simplify this yourself. And to find the direction, so if you simplify this, you get 2 km/h. To find the direction of the actual of raindrops, we can use the formula for direct of the vector sum of two vectors, which I have discussed previously. That means here you can try to complete the parallelogram with the two vectors p bar and q bar by the adjacent sides. Such the tail of p bar is attached to tail of q bar. The diagonal of the parallelogram represents the vector sum of p bar and q bar. That means the vector sum of relative velocity and velocity of the man gives you the actual velocity of the raindrops. So this actual of raindrops makes an angle alpha with p bar. So you can use the equation for direction of the resultant of two vectors. If alpha is the angle made by the vector sum of p bar and q bar with the first vector p bar, then tan alpha equal to q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Here q means magnitude velocity of the man, which is equal to 2 km/h. Sin 180 degrees minus 30 degrees is equal to sin 30 degrees, which is equal to 1 by 2. P means here magnitude of the relative velocity of the raindrops with respect to the man. That is equal to 2 √3 km/h. Q equal to 2 km/h. Cos 180 degrees minus 30 degrees will be minus cos 30 degrees. To simplify this, you get 1 by √3. So tan alpha is 1 by √3. So you get alpha equal to 30 degrees. That means the actual of raindrops makes an angle of 30 degrees with the relative velocity. That means the actual of raindrops makes an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of the relative velocity. So what angle it makes with the vertical direction? This is the horizontal direction. This is the vertical direction. This is the direction of the p bar, mean direction of the relative velocity with respect to the man. So it makes 30 degrees with the vertical, because some of these three angles must be 90 degrees. That means the actual of raindrops is 2 km/h in the direction 30 degrees with the vertical from the front. Again, I repeat, I have already given the answer in my previous class. Answer is 2 km/h at an angle of 30 degrees with the vertical from the front. So those who want to copy the solution of this problem, they can take a pause and copy the solution of this problem. Next, I am going to discuss the same problem by an alternate method also, that is by using component method. Next, I am going to discuss the same problem by the alternate method. In this, it is given that the velocity of the man is in the horizontal direction. I choose the direction of the motion of the man as one of the coordinate axes. And it is given that relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man is 2√3 km/h at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. So let us choose this direction of the velocity of the man as x-axis. X-axis horizontal, y-axis is vertically upwards here. And this is the direction of the velocity of the rain with respect to the man. We are given that magnitude of the velocity of the man as 2 km/h and magnitude of the relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man 2√3 km/h. V subscript Rm represents, without the bar symbol, magnitude of relative velocity of raindrops with respect to the man. That is at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the front. So you can express each vector in terms of the two rectangular components and unit vectors along x and y directions. So you can resolve the relative velocity of rain with respect to the man into two rectangular components along the horizontal and vertical directions. You can construct a rectangle with adjacent sides along the horizontal and vertical directions such that V bar subscript Rm acts along the diagonal of the rectangle. So this component will have magnitude Vrm cos 30 degrees. And this component will have magnitude Vrm sin 30 degrees. So relative velocity of rain with respect to the man has a rectangular component of magnitude Vrm cos 30 degrees in the horizontal direction, opposite to the velocity of the man, has a component of magnitude Vrm sin 30 degrees vertically downwards. So in vector form, velocity of the man can be written as 2I cap. It has no component in the y direction, km/h. And relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man can write minus of Vrm cos 30 degrees into I cap plus Vrm sine 30 degrees into j cap. Here there should be minus sign. Because the two rectangular components of the relative velocity are direct along negative x-axis and negative y-axis respectively. The unit vector in the positive x direction denoted by I cap. So unit vector in the negative x direction will be minus I cap. And j cap is unit vector along positive axis. So magnitude of relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man is 2√3 km/h. So minus of 2√3 into cos 30 degrees is √3/2. Minus of 2√3 into sine 30 degrees is 1/2. So you get relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man. As 3 I cap minus √3 j cap km/h. Now from basic definition, the relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man the relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man can be written as vector difference of actual velocity of the rain and velocity of the man. So here VR bar represents the actual of raindrops and VM bar is the velocity of the man. V bar subscript RM represents the relative velocity rain with respect to the man. You can carry this term minus VM bar to the other side. So you can write actual velocity of the raindrops equal to vector sum of velocity of the man and velocity of the rain with respect to the man. So the velocity of the man you can substitute 2I cap km/h. Relative velocity of the rain with respect to the man you can substitute as minus 3I cap minus √3 j cap km/h. So those who want to copy the solution of the problem, they can take a pause and copy the solution of the problem. So if you simplify the earlier step here, 2I cap plus minus 3I cap, you can write minus I cap. So actual loss rain drops, you can write minus I cap minus, this should be √3 here. Relative loss rain drops with respect to man, you must write it as minus 3I cap minus √3 j cap. So if you add these two, get minus I cap minus √3 j cap. So actual or raindrops, they have written in the standard form Vx I cap plus Vy j cap. Vx is x component of the velocity, that is equal to minus 1 kilometer per hour. Vy is the y component of the actual velocity raindrops, that is equal to minus root 3 kilometer per hour. Therefore, magnitude of the actual velocity of the raindrops will be square root of Vx square plus Vy square. That if you so if you simplify this, you get 2 kilometer per hour. To find the direction, you can draw a diagram showing the two rectangular components. Of the actual loss raindrops by the adjacent sides. The x component of velocity is directed towards left along negative x-axis. That is opposite to the velocity of the man. The y component of the actual loss raindrops direct along negative axis. If you complete the rectangle by representing the two rectangular components Vx and Vy by the adjacent sides, the diagonal represents the actual loss raindrops, which makes some angle alpha with a vertical direction. You can find the value of alpha here. So tan alpha can write Vx by Vy. That comes out to be 1 by root 3. You get alpha equal to 30 degrees. That means magnitude of the actual loss raindrops is 2 km per hour. And direction of the actual loss raindrops makes an angle of 30 degrees with a vertical. So answer can be written as 2 km per hour, an angle of 30 degrees with a vertical from the front. So those who want to copy the solution of the problem, they can take a pause and copy the solution of this problem. The next problem, problem number 6, has to be solved with the same procedure. So I have just discussed the problem 5. The next problem is 6th one. That is similar to the problem 5 which I have just discussed. But I will once read it. Man moving along a level road with a velocity of 3 km per hour. The raindrops appear to fall vertically downwards at 4 km per hour. Find the magnitude and direction of the actual of raindrops. This problem can also be solved by the same method like the previous problem. This problem you can try to do it yourself. You have to simply find the resultant of the two vectors. This problem is much simpler compared to the previous two examples, because in this problem the two velocities are simply perpendicular to each other, and you get the answer as 5 km per hour. Of 37 degrees with a vertical from behind. Get the answer as 5 km per hour at an angle of 37 degrees with a vertical from behind. So in the next class, I am going to discuss some problems on boat crossing the river, and motion of the boat across the river in some specific